TLT channel. I just wanted to come on and actually do a reaction to Latoya's ex-husband. His actual name on the YouTube is going to be DJ The Real Deal. This is part one of the interview that he actually did with Gangstamoji. So I want to say thank you, first of all, to his channel, guys. You should definitely check him out. I enjoy it over there as well. So let's go ahead and get into this interview. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and do so as you come in the door, and definitely click that like button. You'll be back and you're going to enjoy it.
And how do you know who he is?
Well, I know my son. I don't know about my daughter. I know my son. But I always talk about the Prince family, and I know he's like the dad or something like that.
Okay. So, did Latoya know who he was before dating him?
Well, I don't know for sure, but I know she pays attention to what our son does, so I'm pretty sure she's seen it. So I don't know. I can't say positively that she just knew. But it's a good chance.
Okay. What actually made you drop your video?
Well, after seeing Miss Creolebae on Damien's channel, with they little Q&As and stuff, and she was bashing me, I really was gonna just let it ride. But after she did just what I already knew was gonna happen, found the reason to drop dude and start her own channel when she got up on the same lies about me abusing her, I just had to say something.
Okay. So, did Mr. Crier ask you to drop the video?
No, I actually have never talked to him.
So, you mean he didn't pay you any money or anything like that?
No, ma'am. I've had no contact with him in no kind of way.
Did anyone contact you and request to pay you money to make a video?
No, I'm not even getting paid no money right now.
Okay.
Like this.
Well, Crier said that he did not. Yesterday when we looked at his interview, he did state that he in fact did not contact this guy to do any work for him. So he has actually confirmed that to be as correct.
This is just something that I wanted to do because it needed to be done.
What prompted you to want to do the interview with me?
Well, like I say, it needed to be done. Like I wanted the people to hear the truth because I value my name. Like my name, all I have. And hey, the stuff that's been going on, the lies that's been told, like I just want the truth to be out there at all costs.
I absolutely respect him for that, because he could have just stayed silent and allow people to think that what was said of him abusing her and stuff like that was true. But he's actually coming out and he's actually saying something, which makes me think that this guy is really genuine in what he's saying. He's genuine in this interview.
Okay. Now, I know you set up a social media platform on YouTube. Do you have other platforms that you want people to know and follow you at as well?
Nah, that's all I got. I actually just made that when I decided to open my mouth and tell the real deal.
Okay. Now, guys, if you don't know, Latoya's ex-husband has a channel on YouTube, and it's called DJ The Real Deal Senior 713. Okay. So, do you plan on to continue on with YouTube after this?
Yeah, I'll probably, still do some YouTube stuff, but it's not going to be all this drama because I'm really not a drama-filled person. I like to enjoy life. I like to get out and do fun stuff. And I really hope that,
So, being that you want to do some other things besides the drama on YouTube, is there anybody in particular that you will collab with at any point in time?
Well,
Tampons gave me yeast infections for 15 years. 50% of my life, my vagina was out of commission. Full stop.
I really don't know much about the YouTube world and the different people up on there.
Mm.
Like you all. I just this all new to me. So I can't say anything about any collabs, but I do plan on figuring this thing out and getting more in depth with it.
Okay. Would you ever do a collaboration with your ex?
Hell no. That's pointless.
I understand that. Okay. What do you think about your ex not monitoring what your kids do? Because based upon how she's explaining it, that she never knew who the Crier family was, it kind of makes it seem like she wasn't monitoring him on YouTube. But now I did hear you say earlier that she does watch what they do. So is there a way that she could have avoided monitoring him at some particular point in time?
No, not monitoring him. I know that's a total lie because she's very mindful about what they do up on their phones and their tablets. So I know she's seen whatever they've been browsing and stuff like that because she is good about that. I got to get that too. She mindful of what they doing.
Mm-hmm. Now, where are you from?
I'm from Houston.
I like how he is not talking down about her. He's just simply answering the questions that are being asked. He isn't trying to defame her in any way or anything like that. And I like that about him, and that's why I'm gonna say that he's being really genuine in what he's saying. And so I don't know, Latoya girl, this right here gonna be a whirlwind. But let's go ahead and because the table gonna shake in a minute, y'all. The table about to shake.
Oh, okay. When did you, you're from Houston, when did you actually meet her, or when did she actually come to Texas?
As far as I know she's from Opelousas. I think she was only there when she was a baby. I'm not for sure. But I met her back, that was like 2008. Yeah, it was like 2008 when I met her.
And so she was already here in Texas?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 37.
Okay. Do you want your ex back at this point?
No, ma'am.
Are you in a new relationship at this time? Have you progressed into something better?
Yeah, well, I have progressed, but as far as that relationship with my ex-wife, we have kids. That's it. Like it's not nothing else there. Like I just hate that she bashed me and then she tell all these lies because I was good to that one.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you have any other children besides the ones that you have with Latoya?
The only kid that I made was Lene, but the two kids that I have is Lene and June.
Mm-hmm.
And they are both by with Latoya.
Now, how did you meet Latoya?
Well, honestly, I think we actually met on the chat line, and then I met her at the mall, at West Oaks Mall.
Okay. And then how did the relationship kind of progress from there?
Well, I had my own little spot. I actually just got out of a relationship, and I invited her over, and it's like she would leave something, and next thing I know, she was over there.
So now, how long were you guys actually married?
Something.
We were married for 10 years, but we actually, like, ended everything in 2015, which was 7 years. So we were just still married on papers for an extra 3 years before we actually went before the judge and everything and finalized the divorce.
Okay. So tell us about you. What should we know about DJ the Real Deal?
Hey, DJ the Real Deal is stand-up dude. Like, no, I didn't done my share of dirt, but as far as my family goes, hey, I was 100 when it came to my family. Like, my family always had the best, and we always stayed in the best.
Okay. Now, I know you said that you have some health problems, and with Latoya being a licensed LVN, was she a big help to you?
I didn't know she was a licensed LVN.
Wait a minute.
As far as I know, she was a medical assistant, and she had something with billing and coding or something like that.
Wait, so you mean she's not a licensed LVN?
As far as I know, she not.
Okay, y'all, so right here we're going to stop and go and look at Latoya's. Well, to find out if she's actually licensed by the Texas Board to be a LVN. So let's go over here to Texas Medical Board and then look up the license, see if she's actually licensed. I accept the terms and policy right here. I'll put her name in here. And remember, guys, we won't put in her maiden name to protect her children and stuff like that. So we'll put in her name and see what comes up. So I'll just type this in, search, and there you have it, guys. As you see for yourself, nothing appears to show up under her name.
Faking. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know you're lying.
And you guys, you just said divorced in 2018, but if I'm not mistaken, she made mention that she got her LVN license when you guys were married.
In 2015, when everything came to a head and ended, she was finishing her extern for the medical assistant stuff. That was part of the reason why we moved to Paradigm.
Okay. All right. Before Latoya broke up with Crier, she's supposed to be going towards becoming a doctor. So I'm going to assume on Latoya's behalf, because we don't know yet, but child, he just shook the table. Okay, he just, took it and shook it. Okay, he just shook the whole damn table. Because last we know, Latoya was going to be a doctor, but now he is saying that is not correct. That is not, he doesn't know of that. And I'm going to say, because they have not dated in a long time, he might not know what she's doing at the moment. So it might be where he just does not know. So on Toya's behalf, until she actually speaks on this, and that's if she speaks, because she put a video out like 2 days ago stating that she was done. She wasn't, in other words, going to talk on this anymore. But she did know that he was coming on to do an interview. So now I'm wondering, is that why she's saying that she's actually done with everything? Now she doesn't want to talk about anything. She doesn't want to do any interviews. She's not interested. However, she was interested when she was stating things about Mr. Crier that made him come out and make his video. So now this has all gotten real she just, girl, Latoya, there are so many people that's rooting for you. So like, just come to the forefront if that's what the fuck you need to do. Like, just drop the truth when you are asked. Don't like come up with shit and then try to just scoot past this. Now guys, this is not going to be like the last interview. This is just a piece. I'm not sure how they're going to be releasing it or when they'll be releasing the rest of the interview. However, this is sort of like, now, you know, Crier is saying one thing. You've got her ex-husband now come out and saying another thing. And she had said some things about him. But again, with him, I think he's being 100 in this interview. And the reason I say that is because he hasn't said anything negative about her. To be honest, the only thing he has done is answer the questions that he's actually been asked. The thing is, Latoya said at first she didn't even know Crier. But it comes to find out she did know Crier. Like, she was in his DMs before, like in 2020. She was up underneath a photo, like in one of his photos, and actually even replying to it, saying something on the tab. So at the end of the day, also there was an incident where I think her son was like out, and I can't remember who was recording, but somebody recorded her son already in Crier's presence. So that's why I say they like to play games with this YouTube thing. And you know, it could be where they're focusing on getting her YouTube higher numbers. However, I don't even think that's the case. I just think now she's decided to start her YouTube channel, which is not a bad thing, but I think it's the way that she's going about doing it. Like, she started out with the hell of a interviews, and then bashing Crier. And so now it's like karma is coming back and being like, okay, bitch, like, don't forget, you know, like, everybody can get it, which, you know, so some things are starting to seep out. And who knows what he's going to say in the upcoming interviews. It's just that right now, Latoya, it is looking like, you know, there has been a couple of inconsistencies in your stories along the way here, and you could choose to stay silent, because you know silence is always key. Silence is key and golden. Or you can come out and try to get some of this corrected, but don't backtrack on nothing that you know they already found out, okay? Because they done found you up underneath Crier damn photo, girl. Whew. Looking like you've been trying to beat them, because he was with Erica at that time. So I don't know. This is just crazy, like crazy. I'm going to need to go in and probably look at Toya's interview, because she was the one that started out with all this interview shit. And that's why I'd be like, you be the one start the shit. And see how that shit work? You be the one that start the shit, and then that shit just start. Oh, God. I was so hoping not for Toya, but hey, who knows? Kudos. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. Just wanted to stop by for a second. Please remember, like, share, subscribe, turn on those post notification bells so that you guys are updated each and every time I do bring you reaction videos. Thank you to all of my subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you to even the folks that just stopped by to say hello. But you definitely want to subscribe. You will not be disappointed. Thanks, guys, for stopping by the Blackout Tea. I appreciate it. Have a good evening.